Hey, Ticats fans, some big news coming out this week. And to tell it, I'm going to let the man himself do it. Rico Murray is here with me. And Rico, you have something you'd like to announce?
I just want to announce that, I've enjoyed my time in Hamilton. I really like to call Hamilton my second home, but I'll be hanging up my cleats and, moving on to the next chapter of my life.
This can't be an easy decision to come to. What has the last year kind of gone through that you've gone through? Just take us through your decision making on how you come to such a big decision.
Well, it really boiled down to just every year we make sacrifices, us as professional athletes, and it's not just us that are making the sacrifices, it's our family as well to support our dreams. And for me, it just got to the point where, if I were to make this sacrifice one more time, would I be able to live with myself, detaching myself from my family? And I just looked at it and, looking at all the pros and cons, and I was just looking at it like I really need to be there for my family. And I'm at the end of the day, when I look back and reflect on my career, I had one hell of a career, and I'm very grateful for, the city of Hamilton for embracing me. And, like I said already, I call it my second home. And, I'm ready to be the number one fan for my family, my kids, my lady. I just want to be able to support everybody in my family, and everybody who's helped me along the way.
Legend, honor, and valor, of course, are your three boys. We've gotten to meet them over the years here at Ticats TV. And just take us through that, getting to see them, because a lot of people have looked at this time off as a blessing, to be able to see, spend more time with family and to have three boys, to have, three young boys like you do. What has this time meant away from the game to get to see them grow up, and how influential was that in your decision to hang them up?
Well, as a football player, they got to see me mostly on television. And, so they got to look up to me as Rico Murray, the Ticats players. And then, they also were huge fans of some of my teammates over the years. So they got to see that aspect. But I felt like with the time I was away, it kind of took me out of the father role. So, now it's time to see them. It's time for them to be able to see me as a father, as the man, and, live up to the man that I would love to be. And, I want them to be just better men than me at the end of the day when they grow up. So it's time for them to see what made me myself, and, the things that I cherished, and it's obviously family first. So, I just want to be able to give back to my family and help anybody in my family I possibly can, especially with the boys.
Well said. Well, you've had a heck of a career, and 5 Grey Cups. Your 5th one being, of course, in 2019 with the Ticats. You won one. We don't have to go into that one, but I know that that's a great memory for you. But take us through some of your things that stand out for you from your time in Hamilton, from your time in the league. What are some memories you're going to look back on and just kind of have a smile come to your face?
Well, obviously, each year was a different year for me. It was. Each year was a year of growth for me. I learned something new about myself. I learned something new about, the city of Hamilton, the community, and just the organization, and each year I was, it's something that I'll take something that Coach O used to always say, we come across people, or there are certain things that we go through in our lives, and at the end of the day, it's just like a dot on that timeline of this thing that we call life. And so just for me to go through everything that I've been able to go through and share some of the moments with a lot of the amazing people that I've met, is just truly a blessing.
Well, what was that? I mean, you don't have to take us too deep, but what was that conversation like with Coach O? When you told him, when you let him know? I have to imagine you guys have pretty similar paths, career wise. What was that conversation like when you told him that you were done?
I mean, Coach O has some hard shoes to fill. I mean, he had one hell of a career, but I appreciate the compliment. Honestly, it was a genuine, sincere conversation. I remember 2016 when Coach O had left to go coaching in the States. He had gave me a phone call and let me know, hey, Rico, this is what's going on with me. Unfortunately, my time in Hamilton, it's time for me to depart. But things came full circle and he ended up coming back. But I just remember him reaching out to me and giving me a phone call and just letting me know what was going on in his head. And it left a lasting impression on me. So I felt like, after all the things that I've been just contemplating over this time about my retirement, you know, he was the first person that I called to let know, like, hey, coach, I think it's about that time, you know. And then the conversation started there, and then it was just like, well, you know, I'm very happy for you and everything. And he was just telling me about myself and the growth in myself that he's seen over the years. And then the conversation kind of went into it a little deeper, and it kind of got emotional and stuff on both ends and stuff. But like, you know, it was a blessing to most definitely be coached by Coach O and learn from him. I call him a mentor of mine. And, you know, just like I said, man, the CFL has done so much for me. I met some great people during my time, and, you know, I built some relationships they're going to last for the rest of my life. So.
No, I was just about to say, because you kind of, you know, when I asked about some memories that you're gonna have, I mean, memories are one thing, but it seems like it's the relationships, it's the friends, it's the people that you've met in this league that are gonna be more than, you know, that big interception you made or that huge pick six or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, football, I've been playing football my whole life, you know, since I was like 8, 9 years old. So it's a lot of things about football that I remember, but it's even more things about football that I'm going to forget. But the people that you meet along the way, the relationships and everything that you have with certain individuals, you know, they leave a lasting impression. Those are the things that you'll be able to take away from the game and be like, you know what, I did it the right way.
Well said. Well, let's one last message for Ticats fans. I'm gonna let you have your final word here. I'll just say congratulations on a great career, but take it away. One last message for Ticats fans.
Tiger Town, I appreciate you. I love you, and you know, it's hard to say goodbye, but it's time for me to move on. And you know, I appreciate everything, and go Ticats.